Now with 100% more ducks.
Howdy folks, Grok the Duck Farmer here, and I'm on the FTOG Avant3 server, hanging out here at the Hall of Heads. Got a little bit of stuff to do here. First, let's go ahead and put B. McNeil's head right there. I thought that kind of worked really well until I get enough to ring around these. And also to give many thanks out here to, I'm going to pronounce it Fixer. How do you pronounce a 1 and a 3? I'm going to go ahead and say Fixer for his wonderful contribution, the money that he donated to me, and I really appreciate that, lots and lots and lots. And I'm kind of sounding like a PBS station at this point, you know, made possible by grants from some corporation and support from viewers like you. So anyway, thank you so very much. If over time, I have gotten a little bit of ad money from the videos, and it's all gone into making the videos better. So that's why I have a snowball instead of the dorky little headset I had. And now I've got a boom stand to hold my snowball. So yay! It's what I do. Anyway, so off, down, let's head out, and let's go this direction. And fly over to this little area. I took this little hill that was here and flattened it. And I'm going to do something here. Botania has some great capabilities, and about a year or so, there was a person who posted a little picture of a tree farm that he had created, user by the name of prybulets, and he was using almost all Botania and a little bit of vanilla redstone to make this mega tree farm. And I thought that was pretty cool. I was curious to see how much I could make that using the 1.10 version of Botania. So I've got a bunch of bits here. Let's see. First thing I need, let's grab those and those and those for right now. That and these. All right, so and some of those. All right, so let's start with this. I'm going to go ahead and use Gaia mana spreaders instead of the Elven mana spreaders that he had, because I've got them, so why not? And let me look at he has this picture on Reddit, a little video clip of the stuff working, and it looks really, really cool. I just don't have any clear indication as to distances anywhere, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of wing this. Let's see, one there, here, and here, and then something in between, so we'll put it there. All right, so this will be the 8 source blasts from the system. So I'm going to go ahead and put a mana pool in each of these, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit them with sparks. So dink, 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 sparkety, sparkety, sparkety. All right, so hey, you need to have a mana pool and a spark. Okay, so we've got 8 mana pools and sparks on them. This is the center that I marked out, but I don't need that marked anymore. This, I'm going to go ahead and put a mana pool right there. Let's go ahead and slap the remaining spark and put the recessive augment on it. I'm putting the recessive, there we go. That way, any mana that hits this pool gets spread out to all the rest of these. Now, I've got them down below because I want, there's my spreaders. I want to go ahead and put these spreaders here. And the really cool thing is they still are working with the sparks there. The sparks are not yes, you can see the little spark bibbling, bubbling just right through there. So that works out fantastically. And then the next thing I need are some of these force relays. So they're going to go on top of, can I shift? Yeah. So shift and place them. These force relays allow the stuff to be redirected. And then the next thing I need to do is put mana pools on top of these. That kind of tricks the spreaders into thinking that it can fire through them. If I didn't have that there, it wouldn't work at all. So I'm going to go ahead then and bind each of these to the pool up above, so they're shooting straight up. There we go. And a few more. you go up, and you go up. All right. Now, yeah, you already went up. None of these actually are going to put any mana into the mana pool. They're going to be absorbed by the force relay first, which is just fine. All right, so now next, I've got these alabaster what's-its. Let's move these up for right now. I'm going to go ahead and do that for right now. These, I'm going to be planting the trees here, and I'm going to have 8 space and then a relay, and then I'm going to have another 8 spaces. Yep. Fly all the way up, and then the relay, and there's the relay, and then so you can see exactly how I'm using this to space up everything, and there goes the relay. So that's where the trees are going to grow, is right through that area there. Oh, come on. Be chewed down. There you go. Can't reach that top one. And I have... Let's get the last 2 bit there. Okay, so I have these things here. This is coarse dirt. Not just regular grass or dirt, but this is coarse dirt that I'm going to be planting my what's-its on. So the next thing I need to do is take these force relays and adjust them. So this, I shift right click. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so if I just right click, not shift right click, if I'll say it, I'll do it without speaking. Yeah, you hear that little bleep. And so that's going to bind to this piece of dirt. Yep. And that's going to shoot up to here, which is going to go down to this piece, and then up to here, down to this piece, and then up to here, and then that's going to shoot back to, you know, I can't access that one right there. Why did you not be... There it went. All right, so what should happen then is if I have mana in this mana pool here with this guy, then it will go ahead and distribute the beam through. In fact, let's go ahead and fake that right now. I'm going to break you. Come back. There's my mana ring. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to toss you here. See how it's distributing out the mana to everything? Oh, I picked it back up again. All right, so that's distributing it out the mana everywhere, and that's probably sufficient for right now. And so it's got some mana in there. If we click on these, you can see they're all full of mana. So that's perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. Where'd my spreader go? There you are. So let's go ahead and put you back into there. Put you back in bind mode. Back to there. All right. And at this point, that should... Do you have... Yeah, that went ahead and sucked up all the mana out of there. It should be able to start bursting stuff through. In fact, why are... Oh, I know why it's not actually shooting through, because it doesn't have a lens. It needs a specific lens to be able to go through, and this is the Bohr warp lens, and you need to do it in that order. So let's go ahead and hit it with that, and there goes the beam. You can see it goes up and up and up, and then you can't see it, but it's going back to here. Yep, as soon as it comes back, you're going to get this little burst of mana back into here. Up, 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 up. Come on, give me the mana. There should be, it goes up, through, hits, and that should, yes, there's a little burst of mana that came through. So that is exactly what we're looking for. Let's put a little bit more mana into the system. And the benefit of this, I think that's all the mana there. It was like a quarter of a tank. One of these was all that it was doing. So that will go ahead and burst stuff through. And let's grab a sapling. I'm using spruce. Actually, let's grab 3 saplings. I'm going to go ahead and use spruce. The guy that did the picture did he used birch, And I figured I'm going to go ahead and use spruce because I've got spruce and I've got lots of spruce, and that's what I'm going to use. So there. Let's go ahead and hit that. So it's going to be bursting through. And let me grab the watering can, and let's see if we can get one of these things to grow really quick. Actually, I should take off. Oh, that one grew. Let me take off my ring of magnetization real quick. And yeah, I was too slow. It went ahead and I grabbed all the wood that it deposited. Okay, let's try that once more. Water these up. Grow one there. So that grew, and that beam, as it goes through, goes ahead and tears them down. It'll give out saplings, and the resulting wood appears around this guy. And I wonder if it fell down any. Nope. Okay. So that will go ahead and collect that stuff. Where did it all go? I thought there would be more. Let's put on my ring of magnetization. Yep, I think it was hiding inside there. So that's the procedure that I'm going to go with. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up. First, I'm going to stop that because it uses up a little bit of mana each time it does that. I'm going to go ahead and stop that. I'm going to bind all of these 8 to the 3 other that they're using, and that should give us all 24 all the way around. And I'll be back. Okie dokie. So I've got all of the 24 up above, and I've bound them all correctly so they all go around. I also stuck this Gaia spreader here pointing down to that mana pool, and I've got 4 of these floating munch dews up here, and you can tell they've got a quite large range, so they should be able to grab a bunch of the leaves that pop up around here. In fact, I am not going to plant all of these because I want to make sure that the stuff is working for this. I want to make sure that the agrocarnations help grow. So let's do the Ranucarpus first. These guys, let's see, where's my coarse dirt? I should have some coarse dirt. Why do I not have... I'm missing coarse dirt. Anyway, these Ranucarpus here, they want to plant flowers or things. Let's go ahead and put them right here, and you can see it's got quite a huge range around them. That's more than half of what's going on, so that's a good amount of range. So let's go ahead and stick them here. It's going in the middle one there, and then you middle one there, and middle one there. Now, there, as I understand it, they will go ahead and pick up, toss out an item. They should pick up and plant, but the problem is they plant on the same texture they're on. So since this is grass that it's on, it wants to plant on grass, and I want the coarse dirt to be what's planted on. And why do I not have any coarse dirt? I had 4 extra bits of coarse dirt, and I don't know where they are. All right, let me go get some coarse dirt, and I will be right back. Why am I missing that? I can't. I'm here. I'm just going to go ahead and chop up some of these. I should use my fortune pick so that I get a better chance of getting gravel, because that's what I'm looking. Not gravel. I'm looking for flint. So, oh no. I think I am looking for this gravel and dirt, not flint and dirt. Yeah, gravel and dirt gives me the coarse dirt. Ta-da! There's my 4. I have no idea what happened to them. Anyway, I will go ahead and put that there. So now these guys will plant anywhere that's coarse dirt. And that's why I planted those around anyway. One, because they wouldn't ever turn into regular grass, so I didn't want those to disappear. And I wanted them to plant outright. So let's pop back a little bit, toss out one of those, and where are you planting it? Right over there, see? And as more of these come out, they will go ahead and get picked up and planted where they need to go. Well, one of them, no, they both got planted. Cool. Alrighty, so that's what they are set up correctly, but they have a range that they pick up from. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this and those, and let's set those up here so they're kind of in between. And let's just do the one for right now. And right now the redstone mode is deactivation. I don't want deactivation. I want it to... I had a redstone torch. I had a redstone torch, and I don't right now. So, but deactivation is not going to work for this. I want it to pulse on... no. No, actually, I do want the redstone mode to be deactivation. Because let me take, say, 3 of these and toss them in. Alright, let's try that again. Let's put in a few more. And if I hold down my shift key so my magnet ring doesn't run, because it's on deactivation mode, as soon as it spits up a sapling, it lands on the wooden pressure plate, and that sends a pulse, or not a pulse, but a redstone signal saying, do not spit out another one. And as soon as that gets grabbed, in fact, I think it's too far away from these guys to be grabbed. Why are you not grabbing any of these? Alright, these need to be closer, I can see. So, and that just keeps spitting them out at this point. Let's break that. Let's put dirt back in there. We can just use regular dirt. Regular dirt, yeah, okay. Let's put some dirt back into there. These are going to have to be fairly close to this bad boy. Let's try here and see how that works. There's the right there, and let's put a few in. Nope, 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 nope. I've got to hold down the shift key really fast. Now that should be close enough, it should get picked up. This is the part where you pick it up. There it went. And as soon as that went away, this popped back up. Perfect, 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 perfect. So that's exactly what we're looking for here. So nice. Let's go ahead and put another one over here. Alrighty. And nope, nope. Shift plate. And another one over here. So this works fairly fine. Am I doing 100% Botania and vanilla mechanics for this? No, no, I am not. I am going with the modded stuff because, hello, I can do that. Okay, so see this here, that's chopped off the leaves on the top part of this to generate mana. The rest of the leaves, those bottom 2 layers, 3 layers, you know, quick change here. Let's drop this down a little bit because I think we're going to get plenty of mana from the ones above and saplings from below. So I don't think we need to have 3 layers. We can get away with 2. So let's break these guys. Alright. So you and you. And for some reason they stopped stacking as much as I wanted them to stack. So, alright, so you and you. Alright, so these guys, it looks like this one just is out of range. Yep, so that grabbed some. Oh, nope. So, anyway, that's I think that'll get a little bit more mana into the system, which is good. And they are all bound to this mana spreader right here. So, perfecto, perfecto. All right, so that will work out just fine. Let's get these things hooked up down below so that they will work as far as getting the saplings. So, for that, let's do item conduits. And I can see that one, I can see that one, I can see that one. Oh, I can see them all. Perfect. Wonderful. All right, so let's go ahead and run a line of through here. All right, so those are going to be all insert. And I'm also going to, I can I love that funky look while it's waiting for it to be fully placed. You go in, and we'll do the same over here. Alright, and you go in. Now I need some place where stuff is going to go. I could use hopper hawks. I'm trying to think. Do I have any chests? I don't have any chests. I was planning on using these drawers for holding the stuff. And let's go ahead and do that. Let's put... Actually, I want to put the drawers here first. So a drawer there and a drawer against the side of you right there. No, I want to actually be able to see that. So let's put the dirt back. And on top of that way. So when we can see both of those, that's going to have saplings and that's going to have wood. Where's the wood? You can see where I played with stuff before and broke out my hatchet or lumber axe to chop things up. So those things there. Oh, I just heard some munch. You know, I don't need access there, but I do need access here. So let's go ahead. Actually, yeah, let's put that there. This is going to extract without a signal, and it's going to be round robin engaged so that it will share nicely the saplings it gets. And that should... Oh, alright, I'm going to have to turn off my silly magnet because that is causing too many problems right now. Alright. But this should start planting everything. You can see where I've picked up some of these things. Alright. And they will maintain a single sapling on there at this point. So, that works. Let's put keys here and lock you and you. And then let's go ahead and let's not overflow. Let's put one of you and one of you. One of you and one of you. So this way it's set up and it will automatically maintain integrity. It's got plenty of room for stuff to go in and also void any excesses if I have any excesses. Alright, so the munch dews are working. We're gathering. We don't have anything that's going in at this point, so nothing that's being grabbed yet. So let's get a hopper hawk. We got several of these. This one, I think we probably only need one to work with this thing here. So if we put the hopper hawk here, that should work for all of the logs that get dropped. And the rule is that if the storage item has a frame on it, then only those items will get picked up. What am I? Oh, I'm too close there. Don't be so close. But at this point, if I'm dropping some, let's drop some wood down. So what should happen is that should get sucked up. Yep, you can see it got sucked up and is tossed into there. Now, the other thing that I've got here, if I put this down and I need a sapling, so if I put frame there, sapling there, rotate the sapling back to looking normal. Alright, and then I put the hopper hawk here, it's going to start sucking up the saplings from around, which is okay because it just kind of recycles them back in. I'm hoping that there's enough time for these to get picked up. We will shortly find out. Alright, so let's get rid of these. I had more than I absolutely needed, but that's okay. Let's start the gathering going here. So you and you and you and you. No, come down here. you can go away. Down onto my bar. Okay, so you and you and you, and last one, you. All right, let's stand back, and we've got kind of a nice little show going on. I think I like having the hopper hawk there in the center grabbing saplings, because yeah, it is grabbing it fairly quickly away from the planters, those Rhinocarpus, but that's okay. They don't have to be there for very long. And the thing, yeah, I need to get some of these floating agrocarnations, because they will help speed up the growth. So what's the range on you? So if we put one of there, oh, that's a pretty good range. Let's go ahead and put another one right there. And are you bound to anything? You are. You already grabbed that one. That's really close. All right, that works perfectly. So let's go ahead and put, where exactly were you? You were across from that one. So, oh, that one didn't get picked up because it's just out of range. Let's go ahead and put one there, and one there, and then there, and there, and this should be sufficient. And you can see it's picking up the saplings. That one hasn't been planted yet. Does it? I wonder if it's cycling through a little bit too fast for this to pick it up. In that case, let's toss that in. Yeah, it looks like it's just a smidge too fast to be picked up. So there is a way of slowing down the hopper hawk grabbing those saplings. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, but this does look like it's working. Where's my watering can? Let's shoot this here. I didn't have any bone meal on top with me at this point, but that's okay. This should work. And I can always add more agrocarnations to increase the growth rate. There's one. Very, very nice. That seems to be working. Yep, I need to get the saplings a little bit slower, but you can see the stuff is spitting out near the mana spreaders. That is working. All right, so I am going to let this run for 24 hours and see how many blocks of wood we get out of this, because I'm really curious to see how productive it is. I seeded it with some, but we're up to 47 already, which is nice. And if we look at the mana, this mana pool has hardly anything in it. Let's drop down and see what sort of mana we got in the mana pools. We got just a little bit of mana at this point, but it should be a positive amount of mana going on with these. So it's pretty. Yeah, I have to admit, it is very pretty. I wonder why it looks like sometimes the beams go above. Yeah, I just don't get it. But it works. It certainly is working. Yeah, that works well. Okay, I'll get the fix for the saplings. Man, those logs went flying. But I'll get the fix for the saplings, and I'm going to run this for 24 hours to see how much this produces, because I've got another idea that I'd like to see if it produces anything more. Well, this is going like gangbusters. I made a few little tweaks, like I added some of these solignolias so that my magnet wouldn't pick up so much, especially around the saplings being dropped off. And I also stuck these logs here because when it's harvesting, it seems like it spits out from the opposite side. And so that kind of keeps it closer to the hopper hawk. And then I also moved these munch dews, instead of being right next here to the spreader, they're a little further out. It gives it a little bit more of a range to capture the leaves that are around here. And it's been running for 29 hours for 161 stacks of wood. So that makes it about 5.6 stacks of wood per hour, which is, I think that's a pretty decent little bit of work here. I'm liking it, but I'm going to go ahead and tear this down and try a different method, that instead of using these 24 individual trees, I'm going to set it up with 2 of the 2x2 trees and see if that does a better job. So, going to decommission this and try that and let it run for a while. So this is my setup, and it's very similar to what came up on the Reddit channel, except instead of doing 24 of the individuals, I'm doing 2 of the 2x2s. So very similar to what we have before, still using the 8 mana spreaders, but this central one is pushing to 2 common mana pools, and then they're feeding it up, and you can see they're shooting up, and these are 24 high. That the redirecting block or whatever those things are, because I can't remember, that's at 25 blocks over the ground. So these should be pretty large spruce trees when they grow, and each one of these double-decker trees have 4 of these agricarnations, so hopefully that will speed things up. And at this point, all I need to do is turn on, let's get back in here and set this extraction to active, and let's get up, and that should start spitting them out and planting them. And then because both of these setups here are in room to plant on both, it should plant faster, which is good. And let's go ahead and grab the watering can. Let's hit one of these and see how it goes. There we go. And you can see how this just pounds away. Oh yeah, it spit them out quite far. I may have to put a little barrier around these just so that it shoots off in close proximity to this thing. Actually, no, I don't need to. That's got quite a wide range, so that's going to work. So I've gone ahead and moved the drawer that has all the ones. This is brand new and had nothing in it, so that should work. And that one gave me a stack and a quarter. So I think these may grow slower, but I think it's going to grow a lot more. So I'm going to go ahead and let this run. I'm not sure if it's going to run as many as the 29 hours because I want to release this, but I am going to go ahead and at least let it run overnight. So we should get a good idea as to how things are going. And then here I've got the munch dews floating above the rhinocarpus. So they should, if they're active, they should have a pretty good amount of the leaves to chew on, which should hopefully keep fueling this up. But when these are the really short, stubby, and fat leaves, that should really give lots and lots of leaves for these to make mana from. That is the hope. And we should see what this does. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this compares to the other. It's not nearly as nifty looking with the rings, but it looks like it's going to work. It's coming on 10 hours after that last little bit, so this has been running quite nicely. And yeah, it could do mana a little bit better, because I'm looking at this and it's got less mana than when it started. So the munch dews are not munching fast enough. I think there's 2 things I could do to speed this up. Well, one thing really is I could give a redstone signal to these spreaders so that they are not firing for, say, a minute, and then give it 10 seconds to fire off. Maybe 15 seconds. I should give 2 bursts to go through. There goes one. But yeah, if I were to do that, that would delay the process enough so these aren't constantly firing off and eating up mana, because there's some loss when it goes this far. And the second thing is, by not firing off so fast, that would give enough time for these munch dews that are sitting here to harvest the leaves at their height and above and get a lot of mana from it. And I think if I were to make that change, it would work pretty well. We'd get far more mana out of this than it's currently. Right now it's a mana negative rather than a mana plus, but it's certainly working. I tossed up this ring really quick just because rather than having the few blocks on the side to block it, I thought this would look a little bit better. If I were to build this, I would actually make another ring that's one block higher going around, so this is kind of in a little depression. And that would keep everything that's spit out well within range of the hopper hawk, and things would look good. So I said it's a little bit less than 10 hours, but let's say 10 hours, and let's take a look at how much has been gathered. 642 stacks, almost 643. And since it's grabbing that stack right there, we'll get to 643, almost 644. So that's, call it 64 stacks of wood per hour, which certainly beats it was about 5.6 stacks for 29 hours worth of work. So yeah, I think this is far more productive. Uses fewer resources because you only need of these relays, forced piston relays. Yeah, the forced relays. You need the 8 down there, and you need another 8 up here. So that's 16 as opposed to the 32 it was using. So everything else I'm using exactly the same thing. Well, a few fewer pools, but those are pretty darn cheap. So yeah, this really works. This is interesting. I have not built a Botania tree farm, and I'm thinking this is pretty slick. This is far bigger than I think your normal starter tree farm is going to be. Yeah, see how it just spits it like crazy. This is far more involved because we're using the Gaia spreaders here, and that, you know, for that you need to have access to the Gaia already. And yeah, this is not a beginner tree farm. No. This is a fairly advanced one, and it works like crazy, and I like that. I think that works really, really well. So again, improvements on this, some sort of timer that would fire these off like once a minute, maybe twice at the end of a minute, would be sufficient to clear out everything that's here. You'd get lots more mana from the leaves with the munch dews. I think that would definitely work better. But it's a good proof of concept. I'm happy with it. I'm going to call it done. Yeah, I like it. That's pretty slick. Anyway, this has been Grok the Duck Farmer here on the FTOG Avant3 server, having a blast with a little Botania. And I hope you had fun too. Thanks for watching. Bye.